Hello, I'm Greg Harrison with USDA Market News Service here in St. Joe, Missouri with your national feeder cattle summary this week. Compared to last week, on a light test of feeder cattle this week did not produce a lot of the oohs and ahs that you would have heard after last week's 4th of July fireworks, but yearlings this week mostly steady to spots $3 lower on a light test. Calves throughout the Midwest and Southern Plains were not really well tested, but on a light test, trading mostly steady or near steady. In the Southeast portions of the country, a lot of the calves trading unevenly steady to a lower undertone noted. Last week and this week, we've seen a lot of significant volatility throughout really all markets, whether it be the stock market, financial markets, grain markets, feeder cattle and live cattle markets. Cattle futures have mixed underlying fundamentals, and this week on Wednesday traded with some sharp losses of over $3, and then that carried over into Thursday as well. But going back to Wednesday, nobody told that to anyone in Bassett, Nebraska at their livestock auction, where they offered on their annual barbecue special 5,300 head of yearling steers. And a lot of these top quality yearling steers, they sold over 400 head of 950 pound yearling steers, averaging 933 pounds. That sold with a weighted average price of $223.53, and they sold over 1,100 head of top quality steers weighing between 950 to 1,000 pounds, averaging 960 pounds with a weighted average price of $218.13. So a very good market there in Bassett. Also this week, Superior Video is holding its week in the Rockies, offering 260,000 head of calves and yearlings, and the final results will be posted on Monday for them. Cash markets remain very good for big yearling cattle, especially weighing over 800 pounds. We're starting to see a good deal of volatility in the markets. Pretty good sign that markets want to move from current levels, especially in the grain complex. Grains are looking to move higher as we've seen such excessive amount of moisture throughout the Midwest, especially from Missouri up through Ohio, and this has seen a lot of crops in deteriorating conditions. No doubt the debate will start over on grain numbers, how varying crop conditions have developed, especially through many of our good production areas. In the fed cattle markets this week, and looking at last week, packers needed some inventory, and they paid higher prices last week on live sales ranging from 150 to 153, and dress sales last week at 240 to 242. This week on Wednesday, a few dress sales in Nebraska traded at 239 to 242, pretty much steady with last week. Then on the other hand, we have box beef coming back from the 4th of July, suffering a bad hangover. A lot of prices in full retreat, especially on choice product. Over the last 7 sessions, losing close to $13 on that, and closing on Thursday, choice at $239.72. That was down $2.31. So, but hopefully, box beef is getting ready to find a bottom in that area there. Looking at some regional weighted averages this week in the north central region, 700 to 800 pound steers about $3 higher at $237.07. 800 to 900 pounds running about $4 higher at $221.24, whereas that's aided by a lot of them sales there in Nebraska. In the south central region, 600 to 700 pound steers about $5 lower at $242.37. 700 to 800 pounds about $3 lower at $223.23, and 800 to 900 pounds running about $1 lower at $213.56. This has been your markets for this week. Thanks for listening. Be back next week. Take care.